Hi guys, I am Sharon Tillman here, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the importance of going through adversity in the right way. I know when people hear the word adversity, it's almost like a swear word. It's like, who would ever be grateful for going through adversity? Nobody does that, right? Well, that's wrong. I want you to know when you get to that place of adversity and when you can be thankful and when you can be grateful for it in your life because you know that it wasn't in vain. All the things that God allows us to go through in our life, it's never in vain. It's never because he's like, oh, he's running out of things to do. And he's like, oh, I'm just going to put her over here and let her go through this. No, it's all attached to the purpose that is on the inside of us. So as I'm walking, because I like to take these walks all the time, and I'm walking and I'm praying and I'm talking to the Father because this is a time that I use to really just talk to him and really just converse with him as I'm walking every day. And it hit me like, I am so grateful for the adversity that has taken place in my life because it has made me who I am. It is every single day helping me to become exactly who it is that the Father has called me to be. And I don't have to look at the world and look at culture and to see if I'm winning according to culture, if I'm happy and I'm healthy and I'm whole according to culture. When I think about culture, what happiness looks like in culture is like relationship goals, right? What kind of relationship are you in? Are you booed up? Like, are you happy in your relationship? What does healthy look like in culture? Healthy in culture looks like your body is curving in all the right places. We've got a lot of made up bodies in the culture nowadays, right? Like, not super authentic, but it's like your body is like giving in all of the right places, curving in all of the right places. And according to culture, if that's what your body is doing, you're healthy. It doesn't matter if your insides are jacked up because culture don't care nothing about your insides. It's all about what is appearing on the outside. And then even in wholeness, what is culture identifying as wholeness? Is it more so like if you've got the career that you want, if you've got the family that you want, the white picket fence, if all of the things are adding up the way you want? I want to be this by 25. I want to be in my career by 25. I want to have this by 25. If you're hitting all of those numbers, then culture will make you think that you're winning. But can I just tell you that a culture's win is not a God's win? No, let me say that one more time for the people in the back. A culture's win is not always it's not a God's win. So just because you're winning with culture, that doesn't mean that you're winning according to God. Like, you can be at that place where you're hitting all of the numbers, but when someone takes that away, or you don't have it, or you're not meeting those numbers, or if you've got a little extra skin somewhere and your body isn't curving in all of the right places according to culture, you're not winning. And if you're not stable in who it is that God has called you to be, then that is the very first way for you to fall by the wayside, because culture doesn't care anything about what God is saying. It's a different world for culture. It's an entirely different world. So listen, I am here to let you know that adversity is good. All of the things that you go through in your life that really put you in the place to get to that place where you need to be, it's good. And I say that it's good because it gives you a substance. It gives you a foundation with the Father that no matter what happens, no matter what may come your way, whether you're 25 or you're 35 and you're not married yet, that doesn't mean that you're behind. That doesn't mean that you're not winning. That doesn't mean that God doesn't have you in the place where He chooses for you to be. I don't want you to be discouraged by culture, but I want you to be encouraged by the Father, because the Father is amazing. He loves you, and His timeline is the only timeline that matters. Listen, I want you to know, and I'm telling you this because I've lived it. I'm not going to put my age out here right now. But I've lived it, and I may not hit the numbers that culture say about all of the different things in my life, but I tell you what I do hit. I hit what God says. I believe what my Father says about me. I believe what my Father says concerning me. And I believe that all of the things that my Father has promised me that he's going to do, that he is going to do them. Listen, God is a redeemer of time. So I don't want you to get caught up in things not happening at the timeline of when you think they're supposed to happen. Let me help you. Let me encourage you to know that you are never behind time with the Father, but he is always on time. He is so strategic. He is so intentional in his time. And I promise you, he is never, ever, ever forgotten about you. You may think that he's forgotten because he's moving a little slow according to your time, but I promise you, he hasn't forgotten you, and he's not moving slow according to your time. He's moving right on time for his time. I just wanted to encourage you. I am Sharon Tillman, and I love you guys for real. Have an amazing day.